College Credit Plus is an opportunity for students that are in grades 7 through 12 who prove to be college ready to take college level courses while in high school or middle school if they're grades 7, 8. With those courses, the students would then earn high school credit and college credit, and they can then engage in more rigorous academic pursuits, and it's a great opportunity for students that are college ready. All public Ohio colleges and universities must participate in College Credit Plus. Private schools or private Ohio colleges, it is their choice. Like Cedarville does participate in College Credit Plus, University of Dayton does not. So what is the benefit of College Credit Plus other than free college? Like I said, students earn high school credit and college credit. So whatever courses they're taking will count as high school credit, but then also go on their college transcript to start building their college transcript and earn their gen eds or towards their degree. The courses go both on the high school and college transcript. Like I said, free. The college classes that you take while in high school, the school foots the bill. So the tuition is free. There are a few things like parking or transportation that we don't cover. But so that if the more college you take while in high school, the less you're gonna have to take after high school and pay for out of pocket. It is an easy transfer of college credit between Ohio public colleges and universities. They follow an Ohio transfer module. Out-of-state colleges, some take the College Credit Plus credits, some do not. So one big piece of advice is if you know where you want to go to college or where your child wants to go to college after high school, it's not a bad idea to reach out to that college and tell them, my student's interested in taking College Credit Plus classes while at high school. What do you advise our child to take? What will that count for? Most of the time, the gen eds, they transfer and they knock out some of that first and second year courses for students. College Credit Plus classes that are offered here at the high school, it's an opportunity for students to start experiencing college level classes, but still in this common, familiar environment of the high school with their peers. Some students do take College Credit Pluses at the college, but are still part of our high school community and still part of their peers. And they also then are able to get that experience and that opportunity to see what college level classes are going to be like when they do graduate and go full-time college. Things that you need to consider when you want to engage in College Credit Plus classes. First of all, athletics or any extracurriculars. Practice and game schedules. If you enroll in classes, College Credit Plus classes that are on a college or university campus, not particularly here at the high school, they may run into practice schedules and game schedules if they're later in the day. Also, eligibility. The season that sport is happening, there is a certain number of classes that students must be enrolled in to be eligible. Financial aid. This starts your college clock when it comes down to financial aid. Future goals. When we first started College Credit Plus, we're like, take this class, take this class, take this class, just get them under your belt and go. Well, if students know what direction they want to take, what career path, what major, what college or university, it's nice then to know and take exactly what classes are going to benefit those future goals. Balancing college courses. College courses are a lot more work than high school courses. So if you're taking college courses and high school courses, how do you balance that? If you're taking all college courses, how many college courses can you take to be considered a full-time student, but also manage as a student? And other activities. Do you work? Are you involved in your church? Are you involved in extracurriculars? Do you take care of your siblings? Do you do community service? Anything outside the college classes, it's going to take a lot of work. building a transcript. Every class that you take while here at high school goes on the college transcript. Whether you get an A or an F, or you withdraw from the course, that stays on your entire life of your college transcript. It also goes on your high school transcript and stays there. It also starts your college GPA. So even if you take classes here at Miamisburg High School that are college credit plus classes, and then you go to Ohio State University, these classes count in your college GPA. Student ownership of learning. And it says online courses here, but when I talk later about the amount of work and then homework or outside classwork that students are required, it takes a lot of time management, student ownership, and time management and self-direction to manage those college classes. And most important, you want to make sure you're taking college classes at the same time that you're meeting your graduation requirements. And all of these classes count towards your graduation requirements, but you want to make sure you're checking off the right boxes. Do you have your 4 English credits? Do you have your 4 math credits? Your 3 science, your 3 social studies, you've met health, all those. You want to make sure you're meeting your graduation requirements, and that's what your school counselors are there for. So general information, all public high schools are required to offer CCP courses. The CCP courses are the same courses that are offered at the college. Even if we have a high school teacher teaching a college credit plus course, they're following the college curriculum, the college syllabus, the college program of study, and using the same textbook or resources. Students must be Ohio residents to participate in College Credit Plus. Some courses are weighted. If you take a College Credit Plus course that aligns with a department here that has an AP course, so that would be English, math, science, social studies, art. Am I missing anything? World language. Those would be weighted as AP courses in your high school GPA as well. A 3-semester hour college course counts as 1 high school credit. If a course is over 3 hours, for example, some of your math and your science courses are 4 hours or 5 hours, some are 6, they still only count as 3 or 1 high school credit. If there's a college class that's 2 credits, it's 2/3 of a credit. 1 credit is 1 hour is 1/3 of a credit. Students are only allowed a max of 30 college credit hours or 10 high school credits a year, an academic year. An academic year starts in the summer. So when we end school here in May, the summer of 2023 for College Credit Plus starts that June or that May, whenever you start your course. Summer of 2023 starts the 2023-2024 school year for College Credit Plus. Students are allowed a maximum of 10 high school credits or 30 semester hours. So if you take a College Credit Plus class and it's 3 hours and you make that 1 high school credit, you can now earn 9 more high school credits. If you go over the 30 hours, you're required to pay the tuition for that course. College readiness. At the very beginning, I said College Credit Plus is for students that prove to be college ready. College readiness is determined by the college or the university that students want to attend. They have to have a minimum ACT score or SAT score or a minimum score on a college placement test. Juniors and seniors, most seniors have taken the ACT. Some juniors have or will in March. If they have not taken the ACT or SAT, then they can take the college placement test at the university to try and meet the qualifications. We also still have some of the new COVID rules in that were put in for eligibility. If a student has a GPA of 3.0 or higher, they can qualify for CCP, or if they have a GPA of 2.75 or higher, but less than 3, and have an A or B in a relevant course. Again, specific questions to eligibility can be answered by the school counselor or CCP staff at Sinclair or whatever university you choose to attend. Some things to think about. That I just talked about is academic readiness for CCP, but you also need to think about the emotional and social transitions. You were still talking high school students that we're putting them in college level classes. So social, emotional, time management, organizational, and then some of our students that are going to the college campus. You're putting them in the college environment with college students. So you gotta also think beyond academic readiness. Is your child ready to embark on those college level classes beyond even academics? Students must apply to the college and be accepted into the College Credit Plus program to participate. If a student was in CCP this year, if the student's attending the same college or university next year, he or she does not need to apply to the college. But the letter of intent still needs to be turned in, which we're going to go through the whole process here in a little bit. Financial information. The tuition for the course is covered by the school district. It can range from anywhere between $40 to $160 per credit hour. Textbooks are also our responsibility. Depending on the college, there's different processes and procedures for the books that we cover the cost. What is a financial responsibility of the student or the families is transportation, parking. If a student fails a class or withdraws after a drop date and receives a W, the family is responsible for paying the tuition back to the district. So at the end of the semester, when we get grades, if a student has an F or a W, we add the tuition into the student fees. How does CCP look here in Ohio? There's a couple different ways. We have courses that are in Ohio. CCP can be taught in a high school by a high school teacher that meets specific College Credit Plus qualifications. It can also be offered in the high school and be co-taught by a high school teacher and a college instructor, or it can be online college course taught by a college instructor and proctored by a high school teacher. And one that's not on there is a college instructor can come in, oh, that's the next one. Or no, it's not on there. Can come in to our high school and teach it. Students can go to the college campus and take it with the college students on that campus and that college instructor. Students can take online courses during school hours, as long as they have transportation to and from school here. Or they can take online classes during non-school hours that also count. Those are the possibilities in Ohio. And now I'm going to talk about how we do it here. We offer a certain number of courses, and I'm going to try and click on it here. We offer a certain number of courses here at our high school, taught by our high school teachers. We have General Biology 1, General Biology 2, Intro to Software, English Composition 1 and English Composition 2, United States History 2, College Algebra, and American Federal Government. Those courses are taught here at the high school by a high school teacher and built into the student's daily schedule. So that'd be one of their 7 classes of the day. Students may also register and attend classes on Sinclair's campus. They can register and enroll in some online classes at Sinclair. If they take classes at Sinclair or online, That then requires them not to be here at the high school during that time of those classes. So they have to have transportation. Students can attend classes at a college or online, any university in Ohio. We have students that do Wright State, Miami, Cedarville. We've had University of Cincinnati. We've had Bowling Green. We've had Toledo. Your choice. We have those options. But that we don't manage. That is completely on the student and the family's responsibility to contact the school, apply for College Credit Plus, talk to an advisor there to register for the classes. Again, I have my friend Sarah Humphreys listed on here as a Sinclair advisor. Regardless of what university a student's going to attend, she can also help and navigate. She's not selfish. She's not, she'll help anybody. So the student process. Well, you've got number one checked off. You're here. Everything that I talk about tonight, the presentation, all the documents that are necessary are found on our district website. There's a link on the counseling services page on the high school site, or if you go to the curriculum site, there's a College Credit Plus page. So you attend here, talk to your school counselor about what courses you should take or not take. Students must turn in a letter of intent. Even if students participated in College Credit Plus this year or last year or the year before, every year a letter of intent must be turned in. And this letter of intent, again, can be found on our website, and I'm going to assume there may be some copies available in the counselor office starting tomorrow. Oops, go backwards. Students must apply to college by May 1st. Oh wait, the letter of intent is due by February 24th. The state rule is April 1st. But since we do our scheduling at the end of February, beginning of March, we need to know what students are participating in College Credit Plus so we know what our schedule should look like and how many kids are in what courses. So we ask students to turn in a letter of intent by February 24th if they are interested in College Credit Plus. It doesn't hurt to turn in this letter and then change your mind. It's better to turn in this letter and then talk with your counselor during scheduling time to decide which route you want to go. Students must apply to the college of their choice by May 1st. If you're going to attend classes here at the high school, you still have college classes here at the high school. You still have to apply at Sinclair on their website. If you're going to attend at Sinclair, you have to apply on their website. Wright State, you have to apply on their website. Everywhere. You'll have to fill out College Credit Plus applications and prove the college readiness, whether it's ACT scores, take their placement test, or recommendation based on their GPA from our counselors. Again, if you are already a College Credit Plus student, you must fill out the letter of intent. If you're attending the same college, you don't need to apply. If it's a new college, then you need to follow the new college's application process. There are course eligibility rules, meaning what can you take. The first 15 hours a student can take must be level 1 courses. Those courses are transferable courses, courses that are part of our pathway, IT, computer science, anatomy, and a foreign language. Courses in study skills, academic, or career success. Once those 15 hours are done, then students can take level 2 courses, which then kind of really get into their major or their degree. If you have questions about level 1 and level 2 courses, they are listed on the college website because they all have kind of different allowable and approved leveled courses. Courses that are not allowed in College Credit Plus: private courses with one-on-one instruction, courses with high fees like aviation, study abroad courses, PE courses, pass-fail courses, remedial or religious courses. Those are not College Credit Plus courses. We do keep tabs on students. If you're not doing very well in College Credit Plus, you can find yourself on probation. That is a lower than a 2.0 GPA and CPA courses, or withdraw from or receive no credit in 2 or more courses in the same term. While on probation, students can only enroll in 1 CCP course for that term and may not enroll in the college course of the same subject the student earned a D, F, or no credit. If you're on CCP probation and you don't do very well, you can be dismissed. Things to think about with College Credit Plus, and this is kind of new to my presentation, but thought it was important. The differences between high school courses and college courses. Test. High school tests are usually given weekly or at the end of the unit, and exams. College tests are usually less frequent and cover a lot more material. Study time. Study time right now, high school is typically 1 to 3 hours a day. College, it's a standard rule of 2 to 4 hours of homework for every hour spent in class. Knowledge acquisition. The high school, most of the time, you're getting your information from the teacher feeding it to you in your class. College, you're gaining most of your knowledge on your own time during homework and reading assignments. Grades. High school, you can end up with 35 grades in a term because there's a lot of grades. Homework, class assignments, tests, projects, papers. College, not as many assignments. Fewer assignments, larger assignments. Grades, also, the final grade calculation for college usually incorporates very little homework. Parents. Parents here are very important to the educational process. The high school, you are an advocate for your student, you work closely with us, you help us make decisions for your kids, your children, you make decisions, you are highly involved in their education. At the college level, they have to follow FERPA, which means if your student, whether they're 14, 15, 18, the college can only communicate information about the student with the student, not the parent. Accommodations, if your student receives accommodations here at the high school, it is our job to help you determine what accommodations are going to be successful and administer those. At the college, to receive accommodations, the student must then work with the college staff to determine if those accommodations are allowed, acceptable, and needed. Come on. One thing I want to talk about when I go back to classwork, an example is our English composition class. So if students take an English composition class, the English Comp 1, for example, compared to English 11. Our English 11 incorporates reading and writing and speaking. The English composition class from Sinclair is all writing. It's called composition. It's writing. And the grade, 80% of the grade in that class is determined by 5 essays. 5 essay writing assignments. So there's a huge difference in that high school class and the college class. I'm going to stop talking for a minute, and I'm going to let either Sarah or Jillian rock, paper, scissors and decide who wants to come up and add anything that I've missed and talk a little bit about Sinclair's processes.
Hi everybody, my name is Sarah. Like she said, kind of the difference between Jillian and my roles, we do work together. She's a lot of like the application back end side, but I definitely can go to her for you guys if you ever have questions about that. But policies, applications, all of that, she's definitely your guru. My role was created right around COVID, and I actually love it. So you don't have to come to Sinclair after high school to use me. The cool thing about my role is I'm helping you use Sinclair now to get wherever you decide to go after high school. So I'm in the building usually twice a month. Your student will get an email from me when I'm coming. All the counselors know how to get a hold of me. So basically I'm here to help you understand what credits are you taking and like how do they apply in the future. So I'm constantly checking back with your counselors to make sure you're hitting your graduation requirements. But let's say right now you know you want to go to Ohio State, you want to do pre-med, we can start looking at what CCP classes make sense to take through Sinclair that will best transfer to that school. Obviously in-state's easy and I can do my best, but if you know you want to go out of state, you know, we can kind of work through those things too. So the more you utilize me, the better off you're going to be, in my opinion, because I really can look into a lot of that stuff for you. And the biggest thing I can help you understand is, will your classes transfer, but will they also apply to your future degree? So there's a lot of layers in that, but I'm here to help. And like I said, I have a Miamisburg email, so your students can email me anytime. That's all I can really think of. And we'll be over there if you have any questions. Do you want to add anything, Jillian? Okay. Does anybody have any like big questions they think that everyone would love to hear? If not, you can come ask me some side questions. But I really like helping your students, and it's been a fun role, and I love working with Miamisburg. Can you think of anything else?
One thing that I'm going to add, but you.
Also, something I forgot to mention, we're gonna do something new this year. Students that take classes at Sinclair and not here, they are responsible for registering, getting their textbooks, completing, if it's an online class, there's an online Succeed class. So Sarah has volunteered sometime in April. Anybody that's going to take a College Credit Plus class online or at the campus of Sinclair to have a work session with them to walk them through the steps to help them register for classes, to help them complete the How to Succeed online if needed, how to order books, and make sure all those steps are covered. Also, if students take classes at Sinclair, on the campus or online, or at Wright State, anywhere not in this building, if they want to drop the class, it's their responsibility to drop the class at the college. They can't just go back and tell Mr. Myers, I'm going to drop my Wright State English class. You have to actually go to Wright State and drop it. Thanks. Thank you, ma'am. For more information on Sinclair's College Credit Plus, you can go to their website. For more information on College Credit Plus from a state perspective, you can go to Ohio Higher Ed. And then for more information, like I said, or all of this information is on our website. I want you to know I love the College Credit Plus program. From a curriculum director perspective and a parent who has a student who will eventually be in high school, I think it's an awesome opportunity for students and families. Get the college experience, get some college credits under your belt, free. I think it's a wonderful program as long as the student is ready to embark on that journey. Counselors, is there anything you want me to add?
Can we talk about like the format that some of our in-person classes possibly could, is that okay?
Yes. So the format of those classes that I read off, we do our best to offer those classes in-person instruction. So with that English Comp 1, 2, U.S. History, our goal is to have our teacher teach that class in person, face-to-face. However, we operate a pretty large school here, and if we have a large number of students interested in a certain College Credit Plus class or in a certain department, we have to look at the big picture and how that impacts every student. So there may be a situation where we have a College Credit Plus course that is offered face-to-face instruction or online with our high school teacher proctoring, or a high school teacher proctoring. The teacher would still be there to help, but the class is really a Sinclair online class, but it is restricted and it's only high school students in that online class, but they're not receiving direct instruction from somebody standing in front of them. There may be some that are only offered online with us proctoring them. If we have to switch formats or split formats, It really ends up being the luck of the draw with a button and how the computer schedules kids. You can't choose your format. We've only run into that situation once. So again, we've got to look big picture as well, and incorporate all our staff and all our students and what fits in our schedule.
Anything else? I'm glad you said that.
Any questions that you think would benefit the entire group? Yes.
So younger students that obviously have not taken SAT or ACT, how do they
Younger students that have not taken the ACT or SAT, freshmen and sophomores, there's placement test. And the placement tests for Sinclair are even online. And so when you go to Sinclair, and the counselors will help walk our students through, you do the letter of intent, you apply to Sinclair, and then you would go into their testing site and schedule, and there's a link in one of the documents on the website that takes you right to their placement testing site to schedule a time to take it. Other questions? Yes?
The online classes you were talking about, are the evening classes also proctored, or they totally up to the student to take in complete those classes?
If a student wants to take evening classes and classes after hours, that must be through the college. So that would be either on campus at the college or online through the college and at home.
So the secondary classes you're talking about online, those are not evening classes?
The ones that we offer here, if they would happen to be an online format, it would be during the day in the kids' schedule. Yes. Other questions? Oh, I was going to say, you guys are easy. Sorry.
Do the CCP classes apply to CTC?
CCP classes apply to CTC. You have to go through CTC to work with them for those CCP classes, but they offer them as well. Yeah. You just have to work it in with your half day of work and make sure your gen eds are covered. Yes, ma'am.
If you have a junior who will be taking the ACT in March, you said, do they need to have something done before that, or will that apply to this?
The juniors here take the ACT in March. The scores will not be back in time for the application. And most of the juniors will fall under, if they have a 3.0 GPA or 2.75 GPA, most of your juniors are going to fall under that eligibility, that they wouldn't have to take the placement test. If their GPA is lower, they would, or if they had not got the grades, but most of them will be covered that way. We have a handful now of juniors and seniors, incoming juniors and seniors that would have to take it. Sarah?
I also am the CTC advisor, so if anybody does transfer there, that's my position, so I can always kind of help there.
Look how lucky we are. Sarah is the CTC advisor as well. Other questions? No. Yes?
In your 9 years of offering that program and experience, is there any kind of equation that you have, that you've come up with where students are more successful than others if they're involved in multiple sports in a season, or a sport and band, or guard, or?
I would say student responsibility. As a parent judge, is your student responsible? Can they manage their time? Do they really manage their work now and with the sports and do a good balance? They should be okay.